is titled Transformations of Sine and Cosine. We are going to be switching up the period on this one. So we all know that the period, or time to complete one cycle for the function sine of x and cosine of x, is always 2 pi. So up until this point, it's always been starting right here at 0. 2 pi is right here. So in green, here is our sine from here to here, 1 complete cycle. And you guys hopefully know at this point you can use the Desmos calculator to help you with these graphs. But you should be able to transform these graphs without Desmos, but it's always there if you need it. So they want us to, number 1, start by graphing the function of just the sine of x. So I did that one in green. And if it's a lot, because it goes all the way across the page, then just focus from 0 to 2 pi. So from like here to here is a full cycle of just regular pi, the parent function. And then for number 2, you're going to graph the function of the sine of 2x. On the same axes below, sketch a graph of what you see in Desmos. So I will hop over there. Well, we'll just do it this way. Part B says to describe in words how the graph of the parent function has transformed. So there are 2 cycles between 0 and 2 pi. So just more waves than normal squeezed in there. Part C, how many cycles of the sine graph do you see by the time you reach 2 pi? Hopefully you see that there are 2 cycles from here to here. Okay, and the 2 cycles is going to be sine 2x, sine of 2x. And the E asks us, so what is the period of the function? F of x equals sine times 2x. Remember, period is the time it takes to complete 1 cycle. Okay, so from normal period takes 2 pi, we're actually going to divide by 2, and we have 1 complete cycle in pi. Okay? So it just shrinks it down. All that happens between 0 and pi. Question number 3 says, now graph the function of the sine of 4 of x. Describe in words how the graph, well, if you type it into Desmos, we're not going to graph it on the same graph because it's too much. There are 4 cycles between 0 up to and pi. How many cycles of the sine graph do you see by the time you reach 2 pi? You should see 4 cycles. That will mean that 4 cycles will be equal to the sine of 4x. So if we take a regular period of 2 pi divided by 4, we end up having a full cycle every pi over 2, or 1/2 pi.